All right, so today you guys are going to get outside and go to your favorite outdoor space and do a creative map making activity. So when you think of maps, maybe you're thinking about like the standard map with political boundaries like states or countries, or maybe you're thinking about Google Maps with directions to get places. But that's just two of the many really great uses of maps. And there's many that you don't often think about. One of the best uses of maps is to display spatial data, and that just means um, some piece of information related to location. For example, over here, this is the range of an American black bear, and this map gives you that kind of information. And then over here is how climate change is going to impact different counties on level. And then you have your key down here. So very useful. But another use that is often underappreciated is maps as pieces of art. They can be very beautiful and they can convey a lot of information through this kind of artistic making. Maybe it's not as data driven, but useful nonetheless. And this piece right here is a 15th century map made in Mexico by the indigenous population. And then this creative map is one of my favorites. It's Middle Earth from Lord of the Rings. I loved looking at this when I was a kid. So today you're going to make your own artistic map. Um, you can take this in a lot of different directions, and I encourage you to be as creative as you like with this. The most important thing is just that you're getting outside and paying attention to the natural world around you. So for directions, you're going to want to go to your favorite outdoor area that you can go for a walk at. This can be anywhere. It can be your neighborhood, maybe Hickory Hill. When I did this, I went to Terry Trueblood. It really doesn't matter. Anywhere you can take a walk at that you really enjoy being outside in nature. It might be a little difficult today since it's going to be a lot of rain, but later in the week, if you want to do this later, it would also be good. Um, Then once you're there, you're going to map your route that you're going to walk on using whatever means you want. So you can hand draw this while you're there, while you're actually walking. You can print out a rough map of the route you're going to go on. You can draw it beforehand, whatever you like. You're just going to want to have a piece of paper that you can draw, one, your route, and two, the things you see. So while you're on your walk, you're going to want to note the habitats around you as they change. Is there prairie around you, water, forest? Just notice all the changes that happen around you as you go along. And then in a couple spots, you're going to pick out a few of your favorite things and depict them on your map where you saw them. This could be a lot of things: a nice tree, a cool bug, an animal you saw, really anything you see that inspires you. And really, I encourage you to just spend some time and observe everything around you. And so when I did this, I initially tried to do a little bit of a free drawing with just a notebook and a marker, but I had a little bit of a wrist injury, so that wasn't working out too well. So I decided to take pictures of the things that I saw that I thought were noteworthy, and then place them on my map when I got back. Um, but here are a couple examples of different maps that people made. Could be as simple or as complex as you like. I'll show you what I did when I was at Terry Trueblood. I had a really great time doing this. Uh, it was fun. So I started down here in the parking lot, and this red path is where all I walked. And then as I was going, I was sitting down, taking in the sights, and taking pictures of things I thought that were notable. And then I picked out a few to place along where I saw them in the map. Um, so the first things I saw were these white pelicans flying and this bald eagle, and both of these were over by the river. along here. The eagle is on the other side, so I have it on the other side. Then as I continued, I went past the wetland areas right here, continued on the river, and then went further into the forest. And in the forest, there was this car that was there that was all old and rusty, and I thought that was kind of funny. So I sat there for a while and looked at some birds and such around there, and then continued down around the lake. And over in this little nook by the peninsula, I saw a couple of really cool things. I saw this little muskrat. He was hanging out by the beaver dam that's there. And then I saw this mink, which is only the second mink I've ever seen, because you really don't know what you're ever going to see when you're out there. So I encourage you to just be observant and keep aware of everything around you, because you'll never know what you're going to find. He's really cute, isn't he, though? Yeah. And then I continued on, and then I saw more evidence of the beaver dam that was back here. The beaver had chewed up some tree stumps over here, and then I continued on my route, and I ended, and it was a very pleasant day. And I hope you guys have fun when you do this. Remember, do whatever you feel like. Be as creative as you want. Have fun.